And yesterday we looked at, that is mode 2, right? We looked at the channels through which you can actually market your products. And I want to believe that that class was extensive enough to cover everything that you needed to know about building your marketing approach and driving your marketing across those 10, about 13 plus or 12 thereabouts that were mentioned in module 2. So if you've not watched module 2, I would suggest and advise you go and watch module 2 so that you know what you're doing. Now, one of these we're going to be doing in this module 3 is try to explore the best approach through which you can choose your best performing, or what I would like to call your winning target market. Because all the channels that we mentioned in module 2, right, covers different places you will find customers. Now, you should focus your efforts on marketing all of them, perhaps in the first 12 months, or the first 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, like that. Then at the end of 3 months or at the end of 4 months, you do what we call market analysis, right? In market analysis, what you do is to pick where you are selling the most products. You pick where you are selling the most products. Once you pick where you are selling the most products, the next thing you do is to try to focus your energy on that. You may not focus on your energy there, but a large chunk of your energy and your marketing targets should be focused on the best performing target market. We mentioned car washes, we mentioned the legal firms, we mentioned churches, we mentioned mosque, right? We mentioned shopping mall, we mentioned what else is there? We mentioned a lot of, about 14 of them. We mentioned parties, right? Traditional marriages, wedding event and all that. We mentioned all that. So once you do your marketing for like 3 months, targeting these different marketing channels, you will now discover that one particular channel is selling the most. Then what you want to do is to focus on that particular market more, because that is where most of your sales are going to come in. So in this module 3, right, we're going to be looking at 4 basic things. First of them is what's your business potentials? What are the potentials of your business, right? And number 2 is, how do you sell your first product? How do you sell your first product? Right? The reason why you should start marketing now rather than waiting for your product to arrive. We're going to look at that. That's number 2. Number 3 is, how do you structure your marketing so that in such a way that you are able to get the best of results in the end of 3 months, in the end of 4 months, in the end of 5 months, 6 months, like that. You do the business for 1 year, then you have structured a marketing approach that give you the best of results. Then lastly, we're going to look at how do you getting the best of how do you choose your winning target market? How do you choose it? How do you choose your winning target market? Those are the 4 things we're going to be covering in this module 3 of this global perfume marketing business. So first things first, don't forget, my name is Dan Arubasa, and I'm a life after school coach. I'm a quantum leap enabler. I'm a value market strategist. I'm a goals achievers expert, and above all, I am an SMS certified master fundraiser with over 10 years experience across board. So first things first, let's look at the potentials of your business. If you observe, right, all the business that we'll talk about on my Facebook page, Dan Arubasa, all the business we talk about there are businesses that are not small, but there are businesses that are scalable businesses that can scale from 100k monthly income to 500k monthly income, scale from 500k monthly income to 1 million naira monthly income, scale from 1 million naira monthly income to 5 million to 10 million to 15 million to 20 million to 50 million, depending on your commitment and your capacity to dream and to put effort into what you're doing. Don't forget what I said in the opening introduction of this class. I said that there is no business where you don't find those who are failing and those who are succeeding. From barbing to hairdressing to farming to provision stores to laundry business to fashion designing, you will always find people who are winning, and you always find people who are struggling. And the difference maker between those who are struggling most of the time and those who are winning is a place of knowledge and commitment to the drive of that business. Once there is an improvement in knowledge, right, there is always a end product that is called result or success at the end of the day. So what you want to focus on is your learning process in this entire training course, then also be able to commit yourself to bring the best of results. So even if a business has potentials to grow, to do 1 million naira, to do 50 million, to do 20 million, to do 5 million, if you are not doing the work or putting in the required effort into that business and acquire the required knowledge, most likely possibility is that you're going to be struggling in that business. So basically, does the perfume marketing business, the global perfume marketing business, does it has potentials to move from 100k income to 200k income, to move to 500k income, to 1 million income, to move to 10 million income, to 20 million income? The answer is absolutely yes, and is pretty much logical. Why? Number one, the perfume marketing business is not gender limited, which means it's transgender. Sorry for that word, right? It is transgender, which means that it is not limited to only females and males. Yes, there are perfumes that are feminine in scent. There are perfumes that are manlich, if you permit my word, in scent. But perfume marketing business courses across all gender or sex, whether they are male or female. That makes it what? A business that is not limited to gender. So it has exponential potentials for growth. Number two, it is not age limited, which means it is trans age, which means it is not, there are perfume for babies, there are perfume for adults, there are perfume for adolescents, there are perfume for young teenagers, there are perfume for grown men and all that. Right now you are starting with the affordable perfume. You can grow to that point where you are selling expensive perfumes, when you begin to grow a visible brand that people can invest in, people that can relate to it when it comes to scent. Right, this is a fact. So it has not limits to age, whether for children, whether for teenagers, whether for adults, whether for average income earner, whether for most expensive people who like luxury. The perfume business has potentials that are unlimited. Right. Number two, it is not religious limited, whether for Muslims or for Christians, whether for pagans. Right, there is no limitation of religious biasness that limits you selling perfume. It does not exist. So that makes it a business that is limitless in terms of potentials. So if there is anything that is going to be stopping you from making the best of results from the perfume marketing business, it is lack of knowledge and lack of commitment. Lack of knowledge and lack of commitment. That's the only few things that can stop you from getting the best of it. Once you get your marketing approach right, and you get your winning target market right, then the next thing you are doing is to put in the effort, invest the resources, and you will get the best of results until you place when you get to that point, you will be able to break even into having the best of results. So the business is limitless. Number four is transcontinental, which means that it is not only Nigerians that use perfume. From Ghana to South Africa, to Nigeria, to Namibia, to Zambia, to London, to UK, to just count anywhere in the world, across the world. So the business is transcontinental. It is transcontinental, which means that it is not it's not limited. And lastly, number five, it is it is transgenerational. Every generation, right, both from the Quran and also from the Bible, you will trace the history of scent development and wearing of perfume to all generations. So that makes the business to be as in the potential is massive. It is huge. Like I said, if there is any limit to you not succeeding in this business, it is because one, you didn't get your marketing right. And that is what this course is about. Number two, you are not committed to putting in the work. Like I kept saying in module 2, you have to talk to people. Product don't sell themselves. Products don't sell themselves. That's why in this particular module 3, we're going to be looking at how do you sell your first product. So first of all, we have dealt with the fact that the business is what is unlimited. The potentials are massive. And to help your imagination, right, do you know of any brand right now in Nigeria, in South Africa, in Ghana, in Namibia, in Zimbabwe, in Cameroon, in just mention all the 54 African nations, that right now that there is a brand that you know that you can mention right now that is fully into the perfume marketing business? Do you know any brand at all that is a brand, a known brand that has visible stores, outlet stores across all cities of Nigeria? For instance, I have a visible brand in Lagos, I have a visible brand in Uyo, I have a visible brand in somewhere in River State, in Bayelsa State, in Delta State, in Gombe State, in Akwa Ibom State. Mention all the 30 states of Nigeria. Do you know any brand right now that these people, what they sell is affordable perfume? That is a brand that you can, if you drive to any of the cities and you enter this particular place, what you will find there is a perfume store that you know. The truth is that you will think from now till tomorrow you will hardly find one that is profitable, that this brand is known to be what a perfume marketing business with branches across all major cities across Nigeria. What that means is that if you know what you're doing, whether you're an investor or an operator who someone is investing into, and you're able to pull a team together and put in the work, put in the effort to drive your marketing over the roof, get your client base right, and you have repeat customers over time, you can build a visible brand that can have branches, that can have sales outlet in all major cities and all major towns across the African continent. A brand that can be known to average income earners, that can do home delivery, that can have walk-in shops, that can have up to like 5, 6, 7 branches of sales outlets in a particular city, in a particular state rather. Like Delta State, for instance, have about 4 major towns that they know. We have Asaba, we have Warri, we have Saple, we have Agbo, we have what else is there? We have Ozoro, we have Ughelli. I'm not sure if I mentioned Ughelli already. You have Ughelli. These are places that you can have a visible expression of your business, right? And you are selling out on a daily basis. Each of these branches, if they are doing just 500 bottles of perfume every month, or 1,000 perfume every month, that's about 5,000 bottles on a monthly basis. If you are doing 1,000 per month, that is 5,000 bottles on the month. That is an income of nothing less than over 10 to 5 to 6 million in monthly income. But yes, you will not start from that place. But I'm just trying to show you the potentials that are visible or that are possible when it comes to the perfume marketing business, or the global affordable perfume marketing business. Now let's look at selling your first products. Selling your first product. I know some of us are waiting till you have the full bulk of your product delivered to you in your city, right? Or having access to buyer, which also this cost also covers, right? You know, you're waiting for that. You're waiting for maybe invest for an operator, for instance. You're waiting for someone to invest in you first of all before you can start your marketing process, or you are waiting as a sponsor. You are looking for somebody that you can invest into that can help you sell these perfume products before you start doing your marketing, right? First things first, right? Let me tell you about how a business should be built, in my opinion anyway, in my opinion. But then professionally in the consulting circle, there's what we call an MVP, like what you call MVP, minimum viable products. That is, no matter how big the idea is, no matter how large the idea is, the first thing you want to do is to develop a chunk of that is develop the idea is large, is big. So what you want to do first of all is to bring that idea back home. It's like before you count to 1 million, you have to start with 1. 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. 3 plus 1 plus 3 is equals to 4. Then you keep building, you get to 50. 50 plus 1 is equal to 51. Then you keep building from there before you get to 100. So when you come to big ideas, the first thing you do is to bring the idea to one. That is the smallest part of the executable, as in form of that idea. For instance, if you observe, right, we didn't go first of all to go and design the global affordable perfume marketing business. They started marketing it. No. In fact, it is after we have gotten the first 5 people who paid for this course that we actually started designing the course. We wanted to see, will people be interested in buying this kind of course? We are yet to pay for paid advertising. Everything we've done is through my Facebook page. So what we've done is that the idea is big, yes. Having a training school for people who are interested in investing in the perfume business, and those who want to sell, also make money from the perfume business, is a powerful idea. Building a brand from scratch is a powerful idea. But what we did was to first of all start talking about that idea, to see if people will be interested in it, to see if people will be able to pay for it. And once we get the first 5 people that paid with their hard-earned money, after about talking about it for over 1 week, the first 1 week, the first 7 days, right, we talked about the product. We got the first 2 people to pay for the course. By the second, we'll get the second 2 people. By the third, we got about 2 more, about 6 or thereabout that paid for the course, even before we designed the first video for this course. It is called trying out your ideas. For instance, there is a training that we are developing right now for the BSF, that is Black Fly Lava business, right? We're not going to design that course for a training yet until we get the first 3 to 5 fans to sign a contract of training with us, so that we don't do labor loss. So right now you are watching this video perhaps for free, or you've paid for the course already. What you want to do is not to wait for you spending 150,000 naira first or 200k first, investing into this business first, before you start talking about selling your products. The pathway to selling your products out, or to testing whether or not you will be able to work within this business, is not to first of all put large money inside of it first. No. So selling your first product, right, will begin with starting marketing now, even before your products arrive. We've given you the target market, or the marketing channel that they have been given to you already. So what you want to do is to start going out immediately. At the point I'm recording this particular module right now, this module 3, it is weekend, few days to Sunday. Then Tuesday, if you are Muslim, few days to mosque to Friday, which is your service day. So by Friday, when you get to the mosque on this Friday, get yourself ready and start talking to people that you want to start a business, so you want to go into marketing of perfumes, right? And the price range is between 6,500 and 13,500. You would like to know if they will be interested. You start talking immediately to your circle of influence. You can start talking to your parents, you can start talking to your uncles, talking to your aunties, to your co-teachers, to your co-workers. Just start talking to them immediately. You want to start this business, right? You are working towards it, you are hoping that by the end of the month or by second week of next month, right, you are looking at starting officially. But you want to market, you are started marketing already, start talking about the product already. They are between 6,500 or 7,000 to 13,500 or to 14,000. You want to know if they will be interested. Do they have people that they buy perfume from right now? Would they like to be interested in buying, so that when your product arrives, you will come and show them, right? Then use all we said before: shameless marketing and what? Emotional marketing. You start collecting phone numbers. If they're interested, you collect their WhatsApp number. It's as simple as, I'm a practical person. Just go to any shop right now, go and get a 60 leaves exercise book, or 20 leaves exercise book, or 80 leaves exercise book, or open a pad, a notepad on your phone, right? Or I mostly use my Bible app, right? And you want to collect specific informations. What you want to do is to first of all break down. Of course, we're going to look at this when we talk about strategic marketing in one of the modules in this entire course. We're going to break that down, how you should collect data of your customers, how you should save them for easy trace and easy follow up. We're going to look at that. But in this initiative that you are starting out, generally, pay attention to where did you meet these people? Where did you meet them? Is it in the church? So you have a section for people that you met in the church. Which department are they in the church? Are they in the choir unit? Or you want to talk about targeting the entire choir unit for their next rehearsal, which is normally for Sunday worshipers, normally Saturdays before Sunday. So do you want to target the choir leader of a particular church and talk to them about your perfume marketing business? What you would like to come and pitch for them on Saturday during their rehearsals? So that when your products, for those who might be interested, that when your products arrive, you can approach them and bring for them for sampling. In their next rehearsals, you can bring for them for sampling. So you want to specify where you met them, right? If it's for car wash people, you want to target car wash people who are washing cars. You do a section of that note for people you met in the car wash. All the phone numbers will be there. Which of the car wash, which address, you write all those things there. It's called data gathering. When you go into Facebook ad, right, you'll be able to do you can break your targeting into different sections. You can develop different ads to target particular churches, right? You can target particular organizations. You can target people who use from a particular location. You can focus your ad that way, so that when data are coming in, it's easy for you to process and to follow up. But now that you are still starting from this, I'm not talking about putting money in paid Facebook ad or Google ad right now, or what do you call it, TikTok ads and the rest of them. No, what you are focusing on right now is on starting to build a clientele even before your product arrives. So you start immediately. I know talking to the first person is not going to be easy, but start the conversation. Just walk up to someone today, right now, today, this weekend, right now, as you go out today, even in a bus, as you are traveling in a keke, as you are traveling in a public transport, somebody sitting close to you, right? Start a conversation. Start a conversation. To the barber salon, you want to go and barb your kids' hair. If you are stay at home mom, start talking about your product. As I said, this product to, I'm about going into this product to. I don't know if you'll be interested. The prices are between 7,000 naira to 13,000 or 14,000 naira. I would really like you to support my business, because I want to really go into it. You know how things right now. I'm just looking for something to add to my income and all that, right? What you are doing is that even if your product will arrive in 30 days or 15 days or even in 7 days, right? You've gathered enough data of people who are waiting to see your products. This is how you sell your first product. And you can even sell out your first product even before they arrive. Your first order, before they arrive, you have already have people you want to show them to. The first 6 bottles, the first 15 bottles of your perfume are already sold even before they arrive. So that's the first thing you want to do. You sell your products before they even arrive. You sell your services even before you start investing. You start talking about your product even before they come up. For investors who work in a bank, for instance, when you go to work tomorrow, or you work in a telecommunication company, or you are a teacher, when you go to work tomorrow, do the same thing. You are considering investing in this perfume marketing business. So there is this course you are taking right now that is into perfume business. So you want to actually try if you can invest in it. And if I start, I don't know if you'll be interested in buying one of the prices are between 7,000 to 14,000. Just mild conversations. right? So that before the product before you even invest your money, you have even used your own office as a sponsor to even help your operator to sell out like 5, 6, 7 bottles of your perfume before they arrive. You have already done that. So the first step is selling out your first product is to start talking to people immediately before the product will arrive. Before the products will arrive. Then next thing you want to do, you can set a target of talking to at least 10 people every day. 10 people every day. 10 people every day times 10 times 30 people in a month is 300 people you are spoken to. That is marketing. That is data. Speak to 10 people every day for 1 month. That is 300 people you spoke to every day. And as you are talking to them, you are adding them to a WhatsApp group. You create a WhatsApp group for that purpose, or a WhatsApp channel for that purpose. Then you start adding them immediately. You start adding them to the group immediately to keep them in mind, to remind them of what is happening and all that about your business that you are trying to build. Before you are putting shishi into that, putting money into the business, you have already built a clientele around that particular business. You built all that around the particular business. This is the step to selling your first product. So don't wait till probably first product are going to arrive. Don't wait yet. Now, if you have started doing this already, right? Let's say for the first 1 week, 7 days, for the first 14 days, which is half of the month, and you've built clientele. If you speak to 20 people every day, that is how many people? That's about 20 people. 20 times 30, that is 600 times 2, size 600 clientele already. And within the first 1 week, or within the first 2 weeks, instead of asking you how far for product and all that, the next thing you want to do is to order for the first 2 products. Order for the first 2 products. You order for that, they will be way big to your location, or if your location is far outside Nigeria or far away from where we are, they can't reach you right now. Part of this course also, but there's a module will be dedicated to giving you the list of perfume wholesalers that are across Nigeria and across Africa. You will download that list. You will look at the one that is closest to you. You approach them, buy the first 2 products. You introduce yourself to them. You're just starting your perfume marketing business. You would like to buy in bulk, but for now, you would like to buy 2. One small meal, one 6 mil, and one 20 mil, or 150 mil or 60 mil. You buy 2, then you use that for what? For sampling for your customers, for them to look at that if you are working on the product is still coming, and by the end of the month they're going to be coming around and all that. You start building that rapport. You start building that clientele about everything that has to do with that particular business. That is how you sell your first product. This is how you sell your first product. And lastly, before we move to the last thing, talking about structuring your marketing, right? One thing you want to do for yourself is this. It is not enough to just have the products develop the clientele, talk to 10 people every day or 20 people every day. It is not enough. Right? One of the things you want to also do as starting this business out is to make sure that your clients understand that emotional connection. You remember the module 2, we talked about shameless marketing, which is what we're talking about now. Talking to people every day about your product. The target market is 10 people every day, or the target approach is 10 people every day, or 5 people every day, or 20 people every day about this particular business. Your products, talking to people every day about that business, right? But the next thing you want to talk about, you want to focus your energy on is the emotional connection. Don't never forget to emphasize the emotional connection, their support for what you are trying to build. Encourage their support. Make them understand that they are supporting someone who is trying to build something for himself. In an economy that is this harsh, in an economy where people are going into all kinds of crime, people are going into yahoo, people are going into prostitution, people are going into stealing, people are going into fraud, people are going into all kinds of stuff, that they are legitimately supporting you to build something legitimate for yourself. Don't forget that emotional connection. Always remind them all the time. Remind them of what the business is about. Yes, you are making money out of it, yes, but don't forget to tell them that they are supporting your dreams. They are investing in you by buying your products. They are employing somebody who the government cannot employ right now. They are creating jobs for millions of people. 5 of you are the one building this thing, and you are building it from scratch without help, without support. Always make sure that they are connecting with you. They are connecting with you, because the truth is that the 6,000 naira you are going to sell perfume from them, or the 13,500 or 14,000 naira that you are going to sell perfume for them. This is what some of them spend in the beer parlor. This is what some of them spend in the fast food joints. So make them realize that you are even giving them value for their money, right? By smelling good, the advantages of them smelling nice in a corporate environment, how you can open doors for them, and yet they are getting value for their money, but they are also supporting your business that is struggling, or that is striving to gain prominence, or that is struggling to build a presence either on social media or on the streets or in a particular city. Never forget to emphasize that. So we've looked at the selling your first product. I have looked at understanding the potentials of your business. We have covered 2 things already. This is module 3. Now let's look at structuring your marketing approach. Structuring your marketing approach. Please pay attention to how I broke this module 3 into 3 different sections, right? First, we have looked at the transgenerational nature of your business. How that this business, if you build it right, it can be transgenerational. It is transcontinental. It is trans-age. It is trans-religion. It is transgender. Which means all this makes it possible that the business is what? It has limited potentials. That's number 1. Number 2, we've looked at how do you sell your first product. And we said, don't wait till your products arrive. Even before the products arrive, before you put money into the business, right? You've paid 10K for this course already. That investment is enough. Next thing you want to do is to do the work of an evangelist. Let me use that word. Do the work of talking about your products. Talking about your products. Take clues from the story of Jesus. Before Jesus came to die for the sins of this world, right? Several generations that God has been talking about Christ. God was speaking about Jesus for several generations to several people before it happened. The same thing you want to do before the product will arrive. What you want to do is to talk about the product. Talk about it. Get clients who are ready for this particular thing, to have faith and believe and be expecting the product. We have taught you how to do that, right? Next thing we want to look at, number 3, is structuring your marketing approach. Structuring your marketing approach. Now, for you to arrive at identifying your winning target market across all the 14 channels that we measured in module 2, right? And of course, the PDF materials, if you paid for this course, you have access to the PDF materials that list out all the 14 channels, right? And then also your marketing approach for each of these channels is in that PDF material. It will be sent to you, or you'll be able to download it if you paid for this course for the discounted price of 10,000 naira, or the 150K when the price revises to the original price for the entire course, right? So how do you get the best of results? Structuring your marketing approach so that you get the best to get your winning target market. The best way to do it is to structure your marketing. Structure your marketing that from the first month to the next 3 months, right? Your marketing is covering all the channels that were mentioned. I will break it down. If your target is to talk to 10 people every day about your perfume marketing business, right? You want to talk to one person in a car wash, you want to talk to one person in church, you want to talk to one person in the mosque, you want to talk to one person in the among lawyers, you want to talk to one person in a fast food joint, you want to talk to somebody in a shopping mall, you want to, that is, spread your investment of time and energy across all these sectors or across all these channels. If that is going to be hard for you because you're just starting out, you can target a church. Let's say for the first 1 week, your effort is focused on visiting churches, maybe on their service day. Some churches do Wednesdays as midweek service, there's Sundays. So you can cover like 2 churches for the first 2 weeks. That will give you access to multitude. If you target choir, for instance, or you target the elders unit, or you target pastorate, or you target ushering department, for just that 1 week alone, you already have access to, like, let's say 20 to 50 people from that, for just that 1 week marketing drive that you did, getting contacts alone. Then the next week you can focus on law firms. That is from Monday to Friday. You are visiting different courts to talk to lawyers, right? Then, or you can break the 1 week into let's say you can break the 1 week into two days, talking to lawyers for the first 2 days, visiting different courts. The next 2 days, visiting car wash in your cities, talking to people who are washing their cars. The next 2 days again, you talk to people who are shopping in the shopping mall. The next 2 days, that's 6 days, you talk to people who are in the fast food joint or shopping mall. Then the next week again, you do the same thing. The idea is to spread your marketing efforts, structure your marketing in such a way that you are talking to people across all the nation, channels, the 14 channels of marketing. You are talking to people across all these channels. Then you do that for the first 30 days. Your effort is spread across all the channels that we have mentioned, right? Then when your products arrive, you do follow up. Don't forget, all of them are in a WhatsApp group that you created for them already. So you are updating your WhatsApp status, then you are following up with them like that, right? So that when you start selling your product, for the first, when you drive your marketing like this for the first 30 days, for the first 60 days, for the first 90 days, that is 3 months consistent effort of talking to people about your product for 90 days, and you are selling products. What to do based on the data that you have already is to go back to the drawing board. Go back to the drawing board and begin to study the sales patterns. Which people are buying more of your products? Are they the lawyers, or is it the churches, or is it the mosque? Are you having more sales from shopping mall? Are you having more sales in the court settings or in the legal offices? Are you having more sales in telecommunication offices? Are you having more sales in government's own parastatals than the government workers who pay them probably monthly? At the end of the month, they are paying. Are you having more sales in the market, in the people who work for the government, whether state government workers or federal government workers? Are you having more sales there? We'll talk about higher institutions, polytechnic, college of education, universities, and the rest of them, technical colleges. Their teachers, their students, like that. Are you having more sales in high institutions? Are you having more sales in secondary school teachers? So you analyze your data, analyze where your sales are coming from more. That is how you analyze your entire 3 months journey. You analyze everything. Where are you getting more sales from? If you are getting more sales from church, what you do is to divide your efforts and focus your effort more in marketing more churches. If that's how you are getting more of, if you are getting more sales from church, from targeting the usher department, the CCU department, from targeting so and so. As in, if that's how you are getting more of, if that's the result you are getting, right? Focus more on that. Focus more on what? On that. Then you analyze. You end up analyzing your entire marketing campaign, your effort that you are putting into that. Where the best of your results are coming from is where you should put best of your effort. It doesn't mean you should shut down the other channels. It could be like 5 bottles that you are selling from those channels, but you should focus your energy and time more on where doing follow up, doing startup, doing all that. Focus your energy more on where you are getting the best of sales. And when you begin to expand across cities, it even make it easier for you when you go to a new city to start your business. You just know that if you're getting more sales from church, you just know that church is where you should focus more of your marketing targets on. If you're getting more sales from government workers, other states or federal government workers, you should focus your marketing effort way more on the government workers. That's what you focus your energy on. It is called structured approach to marketing. You structure your approach to the marketing. And lastly, on this is to track what we call your customer journey. Your customer journey. If you are having more sales in the church setting, those in the church setting that are paying for your products, you can engage with them. Customer experience. Why did they decide to buy from you? Was it how you said, or was it how you said it? Was it that they were in a particular state at the point where you met them? All these factors, right? You are able to look at your customer journey, how they travel from, how they met you, how you met them, what compelled them or convinced them to buy their first product from you, and they have kept coming back. When you are able to track these indices, right, or these metrics, then you know that this and this and this and this and this is working, and you can focus more energy on those things. The reason why they bought from you, right? You can target your marketing. When you go to the next church, or you have to expand your marketing across churches, go to the next church. What you are looking at is this. I said this in church, or this particular unit. I said this. This is why so bought from me. You focus your energy on talking about a particular thing, or coming from that angle. It makes sales to be easy for you at the end of the day. So I think with this, we've been able to cover structuring, as in having your structured marketing approach when it comes to covering the 14 channels that were mentioned in module 2 of this global affordable perfume marketing business. So pretty much that brings us to the end of this module 3 of this affordable global perfume marketing business. But before I go, let's look at lastly, how do you structure your efforts to focus on to get the best of results from your marketing approach? How do you structure your efforts so that you can get the best of results, right, out of all your marketing approach? Right, it's pretty much simple, right? Make them smart. Make your approach to be smart. I mentioned it before in the course of this module 3, but I will just round it up at this point by emphasizing on it again. Set a goal. Like I said, it could be something that is achievable. Do you want to visit 5 banks? 5 banks today, so that you have contact of somebody inside the bank. Right, when you get the PDF material for the 14 channels that I mentioned, you understand better what I'm saying. Do you want to visit 5 banks today, so you can have contact of 5 bankers within the banking hall in your city? That's a goal. So for today, or for that particular day you made that decision, your job is to go from bank to bank, making sure that you are looking for contact of an inside person inside the bank. Do you want to go to 5 churches in a particular day so that you can have contact of all the choir directors for these five churches? All the choir directors, set a smart goal so that for that day you are going to at least 5 big churches in your city. You can have access to the choir directors. That is, you have their contact number, you negotiate with them, you know their next rehearsals is so that you can come to the church and maybe your Saturday breaking Sunday to talk about your product that is coming, and you are trying to learn something to talk about with them. Talk about that. Then you execute that. After of that could be a side goal. Then after of that, do you want to make a target of talking to at least 5 people every day? 5 people every day. That is 150 people on a daily basis. 150 people on a daily basis. Don't forget what we said before. To make at least 200k in this business every month, what you just need to do is to sell at least 15 to sell at least 16 bottles. 60 bottles rather, because you're selling 15 bottles per week times 4 is 60. So what you're looking at is selling 15 bottles every week. You may not sell a 50 bottles every, but at the end of 1 month you should be selling at least 60 bottles of perfume, whether small size, whether 60 ml or 50 ml or 20 ml or 6 mils. When you sell that every month, you are making at least 200k in monthly income, 200k monthly profits. Then you remove your expenses of transport and all that, you end up with, like, let's say 150 or even more. So if you set a target of talking to 5 people every, that is 150 people every month. If you set a target of talking to 10 people about your business every day, that is 300 people. 300 people every month. If you set a target of talking to 20 people every day about your business, that is 600 people every month. Yes, you'll be able to reach more people with paid advertising like Facebook ad, Instagram ad, TikTok ads, and what you have there again, Google ads, and the rest of them. You will get to that point, but for now you have to build a client base. Build a client base by setting a target that every day for the next 1 week you are going to 20 people every day, and for the next 1 month 20 people every day about your products. And like I said, don't wait till the products arrive before you start doing the talking. You sell a product even before it is developed. That is what I do with most of my products. I will develop and my team. Like for this course, for instance, you're watching right now. Before we got the first 5 people before we design the first video, we have had 5 people to pay for the course. That is 50,000 naira at a discounted price. Then from how the 5 people pay for the course, we study the customer journey, what made them pay for the course. We have those information. When we want to set up Facebook ad, we can target our sales copy talking about that particular thing, both for investors and operators. That's how you sell your products out. That's how you have a structured marketing approach. So the plan is for you to reach out. Like I said in module 2, products don't sell themselves. It is people that sell them. And how do you sell them? Talk about the products, their uniqueness, their affordability. Then don't forget to hook in your emotional connection there, that people are able to connect with you, and they are able to do business with you based on the fact that they are supporting your hustle, they're supporting your marketing effort, they're supporting young people who are trying to build something for themselves. So this is one thing you want to do for yourself, which means that if the target is to sell at least 60 bottles every month, if you refuse to talk to anybody about that business, you're not going to sell any products. You're not going to sell any product at the end of the day, because products will sell themselves. But the more you talk to more people, the more you increase your chances of doing what? Of selling more of your products. The more you talk to people about your business, the more you increase the possibility of you selling what? Your product out. So if you talk to 600 people every day about your product, chances are you're going to be selling at least 120 bottles on a monthly basis. That That is times 2 profit. That is 400,000 naira. The more you talk to people, the more product you're going to be selling. The more active you are talking about the product, talking about your service, the more product you're going to sell at the end of the day. So it's pretty much that simple, right? So that brings us to the end of module 3 of the global affordable perfume marketing business. Don't forget that there is no business where there are no millionaires. There is no business where there are no people who are broke. And like I said, the difference between those who are broke and those who are making it in every business is passion, commitment, putting in the work, and what most importantly, knowledge is the difference maker. So that will be it for now. Don't forget, my name is Dan Arubasa. I'm a life after school coach. I'm a quantum leap enabler. I'm a value market strategist. I'm a goal certified expert. I'm both for I am an SMS certified master fundraiser with over 10 years experience across board. Bye for now, guys. See you in module 4 in the global affordable perfume marketing business. Bye for now.